Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Octavia's Insight. Today, we're going to look at the air signs. That will be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We're going to look at it for the week of July, let's say July 22nd through the 28th. That would be July 22nd through the 28th. All air signs. It's a general read for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I'll start off with Gemini, pick up the cards, follow it up with Libra, and end with Aquarius. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. I want to give thanks to those who have shared my channel and gave me great feedback. I really appreciate you all. Let's start off for the week of July 22nd through the 28th for my dear Geminis. I'm going to push these aside. Take a look at that in a little bit. Okay, Geminis. This is interesting. I like the energy behind it in the beginning, but then it looks like you you kind of lose faith and you lose steam towards the end of the next week. If you have any legal issues, documentations, any final decisions that have to be made, either for work or about finances, it looks like, you know, there's a little bit of struggle, and what's blocking you is like waiting to hear good news about it. Sometimes we overburden ourselves thinking the worst, or just not like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So there is a struggle here, waiting on news of good news, waiting good news about some kind of legal situation, or a call to get something finalized. The thing is, though, that it looks like we may be losing faith in our practice, in our beliefs, and we're feeling like spiritually we're being left out in the cold, or we feel abandoned because of the struggles that we're facing. I think that if you are, let's say, was having trouble finding work and you haven't heard back that, you know, with an offer, this could also be pointing to a situation like that, where you're waiting to get a call back, or you've been struggling trying to find work, filling out applications, and you're waiting to hear good news about that. It could also be waiting to hear good news because you've been unemployed and you're waiting for some financial help. Sometimes it looks like from either a legal system or even a government organization, to hear from them as far as giving you what you've been asking for. So maybe you filled out some paperwork in regards to helping out with money that you lost, or you're waiting to hear back from an application on work or application for financial assistance. And I think at the end of this, you may find that it may come with like strings attached to it. Like, we'll give you this, but we need this from you. Or maybe it is that it's not totally complete and they need your help with extra information that they need. So there may be a delay in the financial assistance that you're looking for. On another tip, it is very possible that you may be working so hard that you're not taking care of your physical health. And so you're losing energy, and it's potential like you're feeling like not really well and need to see a doctor or go to like an urgent care, but you're not wanting to spend the money. Look out for your health. Make sure that you are doing what you're supposed, what you know you're supposed to do to help yourself. If you don't want to see a doctor, look into ways of a holistic avenue, you know, drinking enough, or drinking some herbal supplement, something that is very natural, until you have the ability to see someone about your health if you continue to feel very low in energy and not well at all. So Gemini, please take care of yourself. Make sure that all your documents are in order. Make sure that, you know, if you have to register a car, that it's done in a timely manner. Make sure that you don't lose sight of deadlines. And the week calls for you to pay attention to details, and also to take care and pay attention to your health. Okay, Gemini, I hope you have a great week. Let's move forward with Libra. Libra. Also, for the week of July 22nd to July 28th. Let's see what the week calls for your energy to be on standby for. Let's see what Libra has to pay attention to. Maybe some advice, some guidance. What do we have for Libra? July 22nd through the 28th. What do we have? All right, Libra. You know what, Libra? If you are looking for new employment elsewhere, if you look, you will find success. Here's the thing. You may not be interested in looking for another job, but if you're trying to achieve a financial goal, you're going to need to look at something or look for something else. You're going to have to focus on something else. And sometimes here it kind of notates that you may have to multitask, or you might have to have multiple jobs to get what you desire, what you wish for. It's not, how should I say, you may just want things to come to you. You feel like maybe you're working on three projects. And there's one that you may not be interested in putting that much energy because you're not seeing the payback. but it is something that you should put some energy into it. It's going to be like the one you least expect that's going to give you the return that you want. Is probably the one that you need to pay attention to. Yeah, new employment, a new opportunity, a new job. Look, ask, because there's something that you want, that you desire to achieve, but you are sort of kind of waiting, sitting back and expecting it to come, because you think, you put 2 steps forward and you think, okay, that's enough, let me sit back and wait for the return. It's not going to happen that way. It's going to be like, you have to be persistent. You got to work hard, like the Queen of Wands. She's like a workaholic. Again, this says there may be a third. You may be looking at 3 issues, 3 situations, 3 people, 3 projects, but there is something else that you're overlooking, that you're overseeing, that you're not putting any mind, because you think that's really not going to give you the return that you want. Another thing that you might be thinking of is maybe not even employment, but maybe even moving, or thinking of moving to another county, state, country. You might be like playing with it in your mind that maybe it isn't where you're currently located, and you may have to move, and maybe you're not really looking forward to that change because you're comfortable where you are. But it's advised that you, how can I say this, that you don't live in past regrets, or like, I've already done this, it's not working. Okay, so get on to another idea, another project. But keep yourself busy, because this way you can have victory come your way. I feel that if you're not thinking about, several projects at hand or moving, you may be thinking about traveling. And there's a couple of places you have in mind, maybe 3 places, but it's another location that you haven't considered. You might find that there's going to be delay, and this might break your heart to hear the news, but it shouldn't stop you from being tenacious and going after your desire. Okay? So I hope, Libra, this resonates somewhat with you. Let me know in the comments below what this may be referring to, and because I'm really curious about that spread. Let me know how that worked out for you during the week of July 22nd through the 28th. All right, last but not least is Aquarius, my buddies. Aquarius, for the week of July 22nd through the 28th. What do we have for Aquarius? Let's see what we have. Aquarius. Not bad. Aquarius, you might have a young, a couple of things might be going on here. You may have a child who is going into a higher learning situation and going back and forth about where they should go. You also may have, like kind of stuck between if it's gonna be in your current living area, or if it's gonna be someplace that you need to cross, you know, over waters, maybe even in another land, overseas, or just a place that's much further from where you are. This could be based on, your decision could be based on your children or child, and having to leave behind what their comfort home or comfort level is. And I see you kind of getting a little emotional about it, almost like, you know, now that they've gone and they're free and they're moving on with their life, now you're kind of sitting back and reflecting on how you're feeling, and just in general how this feels for you, and what you plan to do to satisfy your own emotional needs. It's possible that this young person, if it's not you, Aquarius, that's looking for learning something new or acquiring new knowledge, it could be that you're looking for a new work or a new place of work, and not very certain. Yeah, it could be employment. Not very certain if this is the right time to move on. You have to sit back, Aquarius, and sometimes you have to write things down. Write down what your goals are, long and short term goals are, so that way you can be satisfied. I almost feel like you want to move. You want to either travel, or you want your life to get going now. You're ready to do some trailblazing here, but I feel like things are holding you back, and there's something that you're reflecting on that you might be feeling that this is not the time to do so. And I want to get some clarification here, because I have pages. I have a page of wands and a page of pentacles, but that's sometimes can denote a child, you know, a young adult, but it also could mean that your mind is kind of reflecting on new experiences in terms of new ways of creating employment or finances for yourself. Is there anything else that we need to know? Yeah, this, I feel like more, at least is pointing, especially with all the pentacles, like you want to get a move on with your wealth, creating your wealth. You want to, if you have students or young adults who are leaving home, you're almost reevaluating now what we're going to do with the finances that we will have extra, because I want to have my nest egg, or I want to just kind of get out of this rut, like this financial rut. And I think that if you stay on top of it and you work on a organized list, you're going to get there. You have to do a to-do list as to how you're going to change this financial position that you're in. And I think if you organize it and work at it one at a time, you'll be able to get that wheel of fortune moving. But you're going to have to do some research. You're going to have to study a little bit. You're going to have to go back to the books. And the books could be, you know, your budget, or your books could be literally going back to school, or the books could be, you know, just opening up a a page and learning something new. Learning something new about creating your wealth, but also learning something physical, something physically new for you. Well, Aquarius, that's all I have for you today. And please let me know if it resonates as well. Please share, like, subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification button. I think there's a button that has all, so that way you don't miss any of the recordings. Also check out my description page where you'll see my website if you want to schedule a reading with me. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. All the best to you. God bless. Bye for now.